Hey guys, welcome back to my new video. This is the episode review and breakdown of Batwoman Season 2, Episode 4, otherwise entitled Fair Skin, Blue Eyes. And it was their Valentine special. It wasn't that much different from most of their episodes, but it was a little different. And it was interesting to say, at least. So let's get into it. So the first scene, there is a strange so for the first scene there was a strange montage with the snake bite. Might not be that strange, but and then there's this weird kid who's high on it. And Batwoman interrogates him and gets his supplier, his dealer, whatever his name, or at least way of finding him. And she chases him down. It's the glow face guy that was in the trailer. She has a bit of a kryptonite episode, which is good to see them bringing it back, because they've barely touched upon it at all since the first episode. I'll have a different video going up later, going more in depth about that. But after that happens, she hears these alarms going off and goes over to where they are, and there's this kid who set the alarms off to get her attention because her 15-year-old brother's been missing for a couple months and he wants him back, and kind of just sets up the beginning of the story with Kevin. And then we see Commander Kane and the Crows go to the press and are talking about how they're gonna look for Kate, and I guess they're kind of their plan. And Mary doubts again that Kate's even alive, while Luke doesn't. I mean, he kind of gets upset at her for that and kind of just leaves. And there's a bit of a flashback where we meet Ryan's ex, Angelic, which I don't know if that's how you say the name, but she doesn't seem that interesting to me. Just And of course, it seems like they're trying to cram in a Valentine thing. And they, and then Mary and Ryan go on a drive in her van, and they pass by Hero Galaxy Comics, and we have a flashback where we meet the main antagonist of the episode, Candace Long, aka the Candy Lady, and she kind of just convinces Ryan to go inside her car and kidnaps her, basically. And this person was okay. She kind of just seemed like a actually lighter version than Mother, because most of the time with Batwoman they make much darker versions of classic characters, but this is a lighter version and a Valentine's version, because it's basically just Mother, except for she's using candy to break them. Yeah, and she doesn't have a mask and doesn't have a child helping her, but it's basically just Mother, as you can see here. I could only find a Gotham picture of her. I couldn't find a picture from the comics, but yeah, it was, I guess, just strange. And then we see Alice in Sophie's apartment, and they begin hunting for Ocean, who is a former like friend of hers from uh, like her time with Sophia, and she wants to find him and kill him, which I don't know. It doesn't seem interesting. Then we get to learn some about the Napier piece again, which, if you don't know, Jack Napier is the name of the Joker before he's Joker. I'm not sure where that's supposed to be going, like, from that part of it, but there will be an episode going out where I talk more about this black market, because there's, like, photos about it. Then we see this strange thing with Candy Lady, where she has 60 jelly beans, and every day she takes one out, and every day she tries to break the person more and more, and just torture them, so then she can brainwash them and sell them to the false face society. And it kind of cuts back and forth between Ryan explaining and her as a child. And one of the things that we see is a search party, and she gets all hopeful thinking that's for her, but really it's, as he says, for a person with fair skin and blue eyes, which is referring to Beth, but Alice, which is Beth. And that kind of just breaks her. And Alice, in the present day, is a bit weird and just pointing a gun at Luke. I will say, Alice is not my favorite character, and she's always been a little weird, but she's been written better this season. Not being like the villain of every episode, just kind of being there and interacting with people instead of just being the villain. Like, I prefer this villain of the week type role. One of the strange things is that, I don't know if it's just me, but pretty sure all of them have been defeated like 10 minutes before the episode ends, which is a little early if you ask me. But anyway, Ryan confronts Candy Lady, and she gets kidnapped, which was a little strange, but yeah, it happened. We get some more flashbacks, and we see Ryan's ex, like, rescue her as Ryan breaks out herself. And then we get to see Kevin again as he's being inducted into the False Face Society, and he has to kill Commander Kane to do that. But just as he's about to fire, Ryan comes in and takes out the False Face Society and talks him out of shooting him. It was just, I guess, kind of strange and a bit too stereotype. But yeah. Then we have it's like early in the episode, Alice runs into this girl with these like bracelets, and then it's revealed that it's Ryan's ex, as when they meet together we see the bracelets again. And again, just boring. And then it's revealed that Ryan moves in with Mary, and yeah, again, Kate's old place. And then we have this weird flashback with Alice where she's in brown hair and it's like her time with Sophia. And she talks to Ocean. It was just very strange. Cause like, it's like she didn't know that happened. And I'm not sure at all how that happened. That is going to be for today's episode. Didn't really talk about much, just except for what's going on. But it was a pretty decent episode. Way better than anything for season 1, but in terms of season 2, probably on the lower side. But yeah. Uh, I will have more videos out soon, going more in depth about a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.